Water Street in downtown Exeter, filled with quaint storefronts and businesses. And tucked away down a set of stairs by the Swampscott River is a gem of a restaurant that, if you're not looking closely, is a bit hidden.
It's down an alleyway, and all of a sudden you open the door and there's a small number of tables, but people are having a great time.
Vino e Vivo means wine and life. Owner Tony Calandrello is a retired engineer who had never owned a restaurant before. When his wife suggested he get a hobby post-retirement, Tony decided to combine his love of wine, food, and Europe and create a space where people could gather. He got the idea from one of his favorite books called The Great Good Place.
It talks about places like coffee shops and English pubs and libraries and barbershops, places called the third place. It's not home, it's not work, it's the place you go, and it's the place where community is built.
And this is what Tony has built, a restaurant exactly as he imagined.
What I did was I tried to create an environment where I would like to go eat. It kind of comes down to that, between the food and the wine and the service and the hospitality.
Tony was fortunate to find a chef who really knows his food. Chef Paul Callahan is savoring his first nomination by the James Beard Foundation.
And were you surprised?
Completely.
Chef Paul was an art major in college, but worked in restaurants since he was 13 years old. Now food is his canvas.
And you're creative.
I'm pretty creative, yeah. Yeah, it's been my nature. Like I said, I went to art school, so it's always been there.
Vino e Vivo is an intimate space. Less than 30 seats, 2 seatings. Strangers walk in the door and friendships are made.
Hospitality is the way you make people feel. And we try to make people feel like this is their space. They want to come back, and they want to bring their friends, and they want to share the space and share the experience. And we have people that come week after week just to do that.
It was their shared love of hospitality that connected the two men from their very first meeting.
He had the same philosophy on it. It was really interesting to see someone else kind of have that same love and care for people and having four walls to create that space with.
Within this cozy space, this is the most coveted table in the restaurant, the chef's table for 2. If it was any closer to the kitchen, you'd be helping cook the meal.
And what's so unique about your chef's table?
It's very personal. You're right here.
Yeah.
When we started, we said it was going to be 5 courses, but we usually go right around 7, 8, 9. And then we pretty much make the menu according to that person who's dining for that night. So it's pretty much different than what's served in the dining room.
And if you have a suggestion for the chef's table, the kitchen is always listening.
Things that we've heard that the guests say, we'll put in notes so the next time they come, they won't expect something because they don't think we heard it, and then we'll surprise them with said course or ingredients or something they wanted to try. Or
so you're going to be careful what you say at the chef's table, huh?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of fun things that's been said at this table that we'll stay at this table.
On this night at the chef's table, Chef Paul is whipping up Vino e Vivo's best seller, Crispy Octopus.
So we put it at 210, goes for about 4 hours. So this is just a mix of water, oil, squid ink, and flour.
There it is, perfectly cooked crispy octopus with smoked eggplant. Easy to see after trying it why so many people are converted.
And it's just perfectly cooked, and everyone's like, it does 2 things. It gets them to order it again, or it gets them to order it somewhere else. and then they realize that the only place they could probably have it is here, because they're like, it's never the same when we go somewhere else because it's always chewy. So we convert a lot of people, and it's definitely become our best seller.
Chef Paul's creativity extends to his special dessert menu. Ice cream like you've never had it before. Move over, strawberry and vanilla.
We made some fun ones. Ovaltine's one. John, my sous chef, made a duck fat one.
Duck fat ice cream was not on the table today, but we tried the Ovaltine, a taste of nostalgia that was really wonderful.
That's delicious. You gotta try that. Gotta try that. Thumbs up.
During the warmer months, Vino e Vivo has an outdoor patio along the Riverwalk, which seats over 40 people.
The views are spectacular there, and Exeter just has so much going for it.
A retired engineer, Tony had zero restaurant experience, but he had a vision, and now he shares his dream with everyone who walks through the door.
And I'm glad that we're able to share our enthusiasm for food, Paul, and me for wine, and that's what, when we read the comments, it's really what we see. Your staff is enthusiastic, and they're friendly, and they understand what it means to have a true dining experience.